Ne akonnwa no ɔse ɔnkɔ mpo. Welcome all to Krystal Voice TV on YouTube, Krystal Voice on Facebook, Krystal Voice on TikTok. Today is our first time of going live on TikTok. If you are here on TikTok, let us know you are here and we'll give you a special welcome. On Facebook, I have been on live countless times. On YouTube, it's been about 28 months or 30 thereabout months I have been on YouTube. And today I am formally here, or we are formally here to say that we are coming live every Thursday at the same time as this by the grace of God. Hence, so Akwaba to all of us, Akwaba to everyone watching us from everywhere, every part of the world. I am so delighted, or we are so delighted to be here with you once again. And on this platform, what do? We tell it or we say it as it is. So if you are here for the first time and you feel that what she's saying, she's not even polishing it a bit, this is us. We tell it as it is without burning or beating about the bush. We just hit the nail right on top of its head, because the understanding varies, the age difference varies, the genders, I know it is just two genders, but the understanding of every individual varies, and therefore I don't just have to burn it, I have to straight up. You understand? So if you are here for the first time, this is Krystal Voice, Akwaba in our local dialect. Welcome in our English language. Yamama Akwaba. What are we dissecting today on Let's Vibe? A whole lot has happened within this 30 months, if I am right. Someone would ask, why is she now coming on? The journey hasn't been easy. We've been there. We've seen a lot. And by the grace of God, we are here today. So be happy for us seeing us live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Yes. So let's talk. During our absence, a lot happened and we learned a lot. Whilst we were away on YouTube, we were doing our assignments at the background, and a lot of conversations went on. A lot of things were learned. In the journey, we shed tears. In the journey, we encouraged ourselves. Somewhere we fell down, but by the grace of God, we got up again and started running, because once you fall, the moment you fall doesn't mean that stick there. No. In the journey, these things are bound to happen. That does not mean you are a loser. No, it is part of the story. It is part of your story that in tomorrow, when it comes, that tomorrow you are looking for, when it comes, you would be able to share the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything that comes with it. That makes us people. So let's talk, or let's vibe. We are talking today about helpers. Someone will say, why is she talking about helpers today? A helper is just anybody who comes to just help and that's it. No, it is much deeper than we think. Helpers do not just come. Helpers are people touched by God to come and give or support in a special way with a specific assignment when they come into your lives. And there are things to look out for. Most of us have been working out there without having the word vigilance or wearing that attire, vigilance on us. And so the helper comes, and in our own special way or in our own small way, we tend to malhandle, maltreat the helpers. Who is a helper? A helper is someone who has been designated for a special assignment in our lives. How do we welcome helpers? It's a question I'm posing out there. Are we able to see our helpers? When they come, what do we do? All these things are questions I'm asking. Why those questions? Because a lot of people out there still do not have or know what identity means, do not understand the word identity, left alone hold on to the helper that has come into their lives. I was speaking to an elderly man who is in his 70s, and after the conversation, he said, I've lost my home. I've lost my husband and my wife. My children are scattered. I am alone. I'm left alone. And then what hurts most is the woman who came into my life was God sent. She was my helpmate. But I didn't see it because he was looking elsewhere. Let's be vigilant here. Helpers are in. They have a language they speak. They have things they do. And the fact that a helper comes into our lives doesn't mean that helper is going to carry all the problems around us. Some people welcomed their helpers and today they are gone. Others got their helpers but maltreated them. Let me branch a little bit into our daily lives. And let me talk about a specific group of people. It is about the men or the fathers or our husbands who have children. And then by the grace of God, or by some reason, or by what reason, God brings in somebody just to come and help them. But because they were not ready for these helpers, because they were not prepared for these helpers, they let them go or they treated them badly. Listen, fathers, single fathers for this matter, you see the children you have carried and working with you. You see the children you've been going everywhere with. When God brings that woman into your life, that woman is coming for a specific assignment in your life and that of the children. Listen, don't let that woman down. Don't let yourself down. I have worked in places where I've heard people saying, oh, she's a woman. Leave her in the house. Let her take care of the children whilst you go out there and flirt. Whilst you go out there chasing green apples. Whilst you go out there chasing after green mangoes. Do you know what is bringing into your life? Do you know what is going to come into your life? Do you know the doors you have opened for an attack into your family? Do you know what is going to live in your family after going for that thing or chasing after those things? And you will leave the woman who came to meet you and your children to take care of them whilst you are messing up. And all you got to say is, she's just a woman. Oh, she can't do what I'm doing. She's a woman. I am the man. After all, what? Really? Do you know what you are bringing into your house or your home? After you've prayed, look at the years it took you for that person to come into your life to help you with that specific thing you have been waiting for. It has come and now you are messing it up. Yeah? It has come, and you are messing yourself. You want the person to know that I am a man. I've got blood in me. The blood in me is not green, it is red, and it is boiling. I need fresh taste. You will not take care of school fees. You will not take care of clothes. You will not provide. You will not do anything. But instead, chase after those ones, and you give the money that is supposed to be spent at home, that is supposed to be taken care of at home, that is supposed to take care of the family. You give it out there. And you know the sad aspect of this life? The more you give it out there and not take care of your home, the more your home breaks. The more people shower praises on you and you think they are doing you good. What praises can't you get at home? That you will leave every beautiful thing in your home and go out there messing up your life. I'm speaking to the men. What do you stand to gain after tasting the green apple? Mind you, not every green apple is tasteable. Yes. Some comes with a lot of complications. A lot as that. Because you are going to carry the person's problems. One man standing in the middle of a battle, fighting all round. Can you survive this? The answer is clear no. So, as the taste or that appetite comes, there is someone at home to quench it, isn't it? There is someone at home ready to quench it for you. It is not always about mathematics. Sometimes it's about sitting down and having conversation and knowing each other more. But you would not do it. Instead, you go out there chasing after those green apples or green mangoes, compounding your problem, complicating your life. There is this word called tomorrow. Tomorrow happens to people who lives complacency, who lives in complacency, who decides to think about themselves solely. Everything is about me, 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 me. The moment a helper comes into your life, there are certain things to look out for, and there are certain things you have to check about yourself. The helper only comes in for a specific assignment. It is not only about our marital issues or our homes. No, alone I'm talking about. I'm talking in general as well. In the offices, everywhere we find ourselves, there are helpers there. You don't leave the burden all to that helper. Just know when to stop and when to start. It is called basic life principle. If you have this principle, you can stay everywhere in this world. When you know when to stop and when to start, you are good to go. When you are able to differentiate between things, when your analytical thinking is up and doing, you are able to save yourself from a whole lot of things. But whereas you keep living in complacency and you keep forgetting about yourself, and all you do is self, 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 you fall into a ditch. you end up pushing away that helper who came into your life freely or willingly. You don't only push that person away, but you tend to make that person bitter because the person came in with joy, wholeheartedly, to help, to save. But where are you? You are lost somewhere in the wilderness, in the middle of the journey, chasing after things. Helpers also have a limit. We do not know this. Helpers, they have a limit. And the fact that that helper came into your life does not mean again go about, leave everything and go about messing up. Thinking, oh, that is the last stop of that helper. That helper cannot leave. Really? Really? What makes you think that way? Who pushed that idea or thought into your head that the helper can leave or can do anything that pleases him or her at any time and still be at your back and call? Who lied to you? Helpers also get choked. When you go knocking on somebody's door and seeking for a help, and that help is given you, do not have this thought or thinking cap on that, oh, because that person was able to give me today, he or she is going to be able to give me anytime I go knocking on that door. It never works that way. It doesn't work that way at all. The fact that the person is able to give you today is not, tomorrow is not permitted. And so you who has gone for that help, you have to sit down, analyze things for yourself. Yeah? Analyze, sit down and think, how was that person able to give me this help and I have not been able to use it in a good way? What can I do? How do I go about it? If you need advice, seek for it from the helper, because the person who came into your life came with a whole lot of things that can help boost you up. Let me come to the homes. There has been instances where men, some men had no clue about finances. Helpers came in, helped to shape their financial lives. But because of ego and listening from people outside, negative people outside, they messed up their lives. I have seen men who were able to have a certain sort of insurances for themselves. But because of self, everything is about me, me. I want to eat, I want to chop, I want to spend the money, I want to live extravagantly, I want to live to please people, forgetting myself. They went for these funds, spent it lavishly, and today they are begging for these same helpers. They are crying for these same helpers. Listen, when someone comes into your life, that person is an embodiment of everything. Hold him or her very well, because some of them are to change your life from zero to hero. Yes, the green apple issue is true. They chase after green apples, bringing in a lot of problems into their homes. When a helper comes into your life, They come with so many good things. They are not just in to watch you ruin your life. And so they also come in with their own rules. This is what you don't like, isn't it? You have to like it. For you to be there, we have to shape you. It comes with rules and regulations. You have to abide by them. Sometimes people think these helpers are sitting on their happiness, are trying to manipulate them or control them. It is not so. It is because you have not seen what lies ahead of you, but the helper sitting behind has seen it. How do we go about it? There has to be rules and regulations. There has to be principles somewhere. Hello, Mabna. Welcome to Krystal Voice. There has to be principles somewhere that will guide and shape your life. So when that helper comes, you as an individual, maybe the helper came when you least expected. You were not prepared. That time when the helper comes into your life, you have to have a renewable mind. You have to think, you have to change everything about you, because that is the time for you to accelerate to a higher dimension. You see the river out there. Yeah. Recently I went on a tour and I went to see the river. It has a direction it is going to. You see this bottle? There is water in it. The water, it's shaped by the bottle, the design of the bottle. You see this? It is shaped by the design of the box. That is how human beings are. If this thing is not shaped, we will just take it and pull it out just any way, anyhow we want it. We please. That is how human beings are. If you are not shaped well, if you are not well disciplined, and that thing comes, you let it go loosely. I have seen people who reluctantly released their helpers. And today, in my presence, they are crying. I keep saying this. I am still young, but by the grace of God, I have seen old age. I have lived with old age, the aged. And living there, I have learned a lot. That is equipping me to run my life. And I don't want to be selfish. So I have to come and share it here for all of us to grow, for all of us to learn. We are saying this today. We are learning about helpers today. It shouldn't end here. It should be applied in our daily lives, because helpers comes every blessed day of our lives. They have identities. They have things they do. They have what they say, how they say it, how they go about their things. They have it. Every helper has his or her identity in our lives. What are you looking at? Where is your gaze? That the helper is standing in front of you and you can't see. Who are you listening to? Is it the masses out there who, left to them alone, you will still be at where you are without going this way? Is that those you are listening to? Some of the masses are just into ruin your life. I keep saying this. I don't say these things for you not to have friends. No, have friends. Know the kind of friends you have. Do you all align? Do you see things the same way? Are you able to discuss about businesses? Are you able to discuss about plans? Are you able to take steps to improve your lives? Or you are told to see that green apple and lick your lips after that green apple? Let's be guided. Life, life is not that much. Life is very limited. Life is extremely limited. We all have a certain number of years to attain in this life. And so, if someone comes into your life and that person is not going to add, but rather subtract from you, run. That person is not a helper. Position yourself well. When the helpers come, they have an identity. I keep saying this. Let the five senses on us, to see, to feel, to touch, to smell, and what have you, let it all be alive and active. I keep saying this. When it is going bad, you will be able to detect it. When it is going well, you will be able to detect it. When it is not what you expect, you will be able to detect it. Helpers come not to break you, they rather come to shape you to that destination. Most of, from the experience I have had and from my little observation, especially the men, most of you are walking out there shapeless. I have had people telling me, I will not allow any woman to come into my life to dictate for me, to ruin my life, or to guide, or to tell me to do this. It is a lie. If we want something good for our lives, you would definitely have to be shaped. You will definitely have to be shaped. Without you being shaped, you can't achieve it. And the person who is going to help you shape it to achieve it is your helper. Welcome to Krystal Voice. We are live on YouTube, we are live on Facebook, we are live on TikTok. Help us by sharing this content. Let's grow together. On TikTok, follow us. On Facebook, follow us. On YouTube, click on the subscription button. When you finish clicking on that, that is not just it. Click on the bell icon. When you click on the bell icon, look for all. Click on all. When you click on all, that's it. You are done with us. So that whenever we come here to encourage ourselves to vibe together, you'll be notified. You will get notification so that we grow together. Yeah. So this is us. We say it as it is. We tell it as it is. We don't beat about the bush. This is Krystal Creations and Krystal Voice. Sorry, Krystal Voice TV on YouTube, Krystal Voice on Facebook, Krystal Voice on TikTok. We are talking about helpers. Sit down, analyze yourself. Has there been anyone in your life who has come in to give you a help, and because of your selfish gain, push that person away? What can you do to bring that person back? You have to, it's so simple. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to change your thoughts. You have to change everything about you. Mm. Do not leave the burden for that helper alone. Let me come back to the fathers, single fathers or single mothers. Let me come back to these two. When someone willingly comes into your life, don't leave the burden of the children to that person. That person is not supposed to be feeding you and feed your children as well. At the end of the day, do everything you are supposed to do. No, you don't do that. You don't do it. Know what you can do. Know what the helper is in to give, so that you don't burden that helper. Some people comes in genuinely to offer these helps, but because of our attitude towards them, we tend to make them bitter, and then they decide not to open up again. And let's have this in our minds, that whenever a helper comes into our lives, that helper comes with his or her own rules. Because if the rules are not applied, the work that person comes into your life to do becomes tedious. And so there has to be measures put in place so that you flow together. And so allow yourselves, allow yourselves, allow yourselves. People, I'm going to love you and leave you here. Today is our first live on TikTok, on YouTube, our 30th, whatever. We are back on YouTube and we are back on Facebook live as well. We are going to come to you every Thursday, same time, every Thursday, on all these three mediums, just to learn. Let's vibe together, let's grow together. And I'm going to stand here to say that this page is open for stories, it's open for creating awareness, it's open for the married, it's open for people in relationship, it's open for people who are searching. So come one, come all. Let's all vibe together. It is also a page for creating awareness. If you want to have anything doing with us, today we are not going to display our contact details. We will do so next time. But when you go on Facebook, you find our contact details there. If you want to have anything to do with us, you can message us on TikTok. You can message us on Facebook. But on YouTube, we will be bringing the numbers next time, so that you can contact us. And let me stand here again to say this. You see this face? You see this face? We tell it as it is. And so if you want to come in, don't bend. Be straight. This is us. Be straight. And we will love you for that. And we will love you for that. This is us. If you want to come on live, just let us know. Someone will say DM us, and we'll pick it and then get in touch with you. We talk behind the scenes, arrange, and then we'll come live. This is Krystal Voice. We tell it as it is. I hope that we've learned something about helpers. Let's be guided. Let's be guided and know how to treat our helpers. I'm going to love you and to say to you all that. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having us in your homes. And we say, God bless you. See you all